is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm going to change things.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Panthers at 4-11 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 2. Caldwell's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Bush. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're let's say 200 plus.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 3rd down, Gore. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, it's Caldwell. Now he's loose at the 40, and he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 33. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Pass complete. Now race for the market. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it. They want to kick a...
And it'll be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. They'll go again with Bush. Escapes the defender. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 9 now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kalijah Kancey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They run up the middle with Bush. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give left side, Bush. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Gore. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, Gore. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Bush trying the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's completed to Caldwell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st down, Gore. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give. This is Bush. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. And they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands. Even if it's 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Now Bush running left, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
They'll take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Bush on third down. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down now. It's Caldwell, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They juked him, and he works free. There he goes again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He had a man open. Incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They give to Bush going right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Reload. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 228 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and goal, Bush. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A good run there on the right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Panther 11. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Gore. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll pitch it to Bush. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
ready.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go.
They'll run it with Bush. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Huh.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Caldwell. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Panthers 8. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Gore. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Bucs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 62 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now he's into the clear again. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards on the ground.
First down, Tampa Bay.
His. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52. Panthers 15. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Go.
On the counter, it's Bush. They're going to snuff this play out. Not seen that much today. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This is Bush. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
61, Panthers 15. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Chap alert. Chap alert. Let go.
On 1st down, Bush. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
60 boxes. 60 boxes. Hey, check that. Street. Bronco switch.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring.